Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Crusader Kings 3. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 1. Before we get started on this wonderful game, I want to make two quick notes. First, those of you who are going to leave comments, and I know there will be a lot because I've never played a Crusader Kings game before, so many of you will be pointing things out to me. Please make sure to use a timestamp. All you have to do is type the minute, colon, and then the seconds. YouTube automatically creates a hyperlink for you. The second thing about timestamps is please roll your timestamp back about 10 or 15 seconds from the point that you want to make, because I often forget what I said and I have no idea what you're referencing most of the time. So it helps if you roll your timestamp back a few seconds so I can hear what I said, and then your response comes in the text, and I get all the context, and it makes total sense for me. I know a lot of you are going to be commenting on this, especially because I'm a complete novice at this game. I've learned a lot in my playthroughs already, but there is so much to learn. So I'm very excited for this. Crusader Kings 3. Without further ado, let's get started. And I'm very excited to be bringing this game to my channel. I've been having a lot of fun with it lately, so let's get started. I'm going to start in the earliest select start date and play forward, playing with my heirs as I die, as my characters die. You get to take over and play with your heirs, which is a lot of fun. I get to play with any ruler in the game, which is a really neat feature in my opinion. And I've been playing around with a particular ruler in a particular land, and I'll tell you about it in a second. We're going to go to Game Rules and turn Iron Man on so that we can unlock achievements. And then down here in what is modern-day Germany here is this county here, the Duchy of Angria, and it's Duke Otto. And I like this because my own paternal family roots go all the way back to Germany, to the Beck family. So I'm very excited to play with him. I'm going to save it as YouTube. I'm going to overwrite that. I'd started a YouTube video for this, but didn't really like my start. Wanted to start over. So here we are. We're a Duke Otto. He's 16 years old. He's the Duke of Angria. And what I want to do right off the bat is get all the stuff started. I love that there's lifestyle choices. I've been playing around with this. I've played diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue. I've actually done all these already in some of my starting playthroughs with different leaders and with different heirs. It's really cool because the person you're playing at will grow old and die, and maybe they're an expert in martial, and then the son or daughter who takes over maybe is really good at stewardship, so then you kind of adapt your game to that. I've had a son that I took over for, and that I died, and my son was really good at intrigue, so I went down that road. I've started off with him and used learning, which is really cool, and I've also inherited and done diplomacy. So I've done them all. I think whenever you have a bonus to learning, you should take it, especially 20%, because it gives you a chance to get more perks. With a 20% bonus, he can fill out 2 of these perk trees before he dies, probably. Chivalry is nice for this attraction bonus, and in fact I'm going to take that early. I'm going to switch to strategy later, but right now I want this. Courtship, unfortunately we won't be able to get these before they become useful, but they might come in useful if our spouse dies during childbirth or something and we have to marry somebody else. So he does that. The first thing to look at is the fact that he's unmarried, and we want to get the most powerful alliance we can, and the Principality of Gwenod is over here. You can see it right there. It considers this a very strong alliance with the Welsh. But what I actually like is I've learned kind of the hard way that you don't want to have alliances with people who are too far away, because then they can't get soldiers close enough to help you. And combat in this game is a little difficult. King Charles the Bald has 3 daughters, and none of them are particularly keen on you. But I think maybe yes. So if she will not accept, except if the total is positive. He desires an alliance. King Charles desires an alliance, 30. He's marrying down, and his opinion of you is -4. Her opinion of you, Ermentrude, is dear to King Charles. His opinion is what matters, it appears. Right there. So I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to start a sway to improve his opinion. I don't have any money to send him a gift. And how much would I need to send him a gift? 150. Which probably wouldn't be enough to do the trick anyway. So let's start a sway scheme with him. It says 30%, which reminds me that one of the first things we have to do is come over here and fix our council. All right. Fix our court. So we have a lot of problems here. Basically, everybody doesn't like you, which is a really difficult thing to deal with right off the bat. So all these guys have skills, diplomacy, stewardship. We want everybody at doing the best job that they're made for. His stewardship skill is really good, but look here. His learning skill is 19. He really should be the bishop. And his intrigue skill is 12. Okay. So he's probably in the best job that we have. Now, do we have anybody who has a better stewardship skill? We do. Avomani is your guest. We'd have to recruit him to court, which would cost money. His stewardship skill is great, though. Oh, my gosh. It's really nice. Okay. The other thing is all these other vassals that we have. You can see here's this mayor and vassal and a knight, and he's not happy. I need to go through here and figure out. Let's see. Count Lothar. Okay. These are going to change over time. I almost don't want to do anything with this just yet. My marshal. So Ordulf is my knight. And he's got a way better martial skill. Yeah. Here's my chancellor. This guy's a terrible chancellor. You need somebody with really good diplomacy skills. And unfortunately, Count Bruno, your brother, heir, and vassal, and he's going to want a spot on the council. I think we have to give him this spot. So I'm going to assign him to that. It's going to make him lose 20 opinion. It's going to make him really upset, but I can't afford to let Count Bruno off there now. Let's let a little bit of time roll by. We're going to get this sway scheme going, though. We're going to go back over here. Okay, so here's the king, and here's the person I want to marry. And in case she doesn't work out, there's her. So we're going to pin all these people up to here. We're going to start a sway scheme with him. That says 30%, but we're going to try to get somebody who's better at doing that. Now, up here in your council, you'd have different people working on different things. I want him working on domestic affairs to increase vassal opinion. It doesn't happen a lot, and it doesn't happen fast, but I want him working on that because he's not very good at diplomacy, and the side effects of him working on foreign affairs right now is bad. He can make an enemy claim, which happens more often than not, and neighboring opinion loss. I don't want any of those things to happen, so I'm not going to have him working on foreign affairs. I'm going to have him working domestically, hoping that he can either do this, increase vassal opinion and increase feudal contract. Those are his random things that can happen. This guy, organized levies, levy size and reinforcement rate, base, counselor's martial skill goes up. Well-organized service, these are possible side effects. You can look at these and see what they are. Kind of, well, I just hovered over them and you couldn't. Or you could have working less. Commander gains a trait and knights are improved. And then the side effects are commander wounded, maimed, or killed, which is not good. So we're going to leave him working on that. He's going to be supporting, I'm going to switch him to supporting my schemes. That way, the scheme, he's going to do tax collection. That way my scheme will hopefully work out better. He can fabricate a claim on a county, which is a really useful thing to do, and you should probably have him doing that as soon as possible. And in fact, let's see about the people in... You can go right down here and look. Yeah, he's not happy because he wants to be on the council, and he's a powerful vassal. And he has... Oh yeah, he's got high learning. Alright, so who has... This is the hard part. Is trying to figure out who has what. Count Lothar has one title. Mayor has one title. Okay. Here's one of the problem children. Count Bruno has too many titles. He has 6 of 4, which means that the taxes you're going to get from him are not as good because he's got all these titles. Unfortunately, he's got all of those. So, and he's not going to grant them to anybody else. And I don't think we can like go into here to Mersburg and we can't grant this to someone else. So it's kind of tough. Now, here's another thing. Promote culture in one of our counties. So you could see where these counties don't have cultures, Franconian. So here we go. These cultures in these places, you can click on them and see this is Franconian. And when your culture isn't the same across the board, it makes things a little bit harder for you and your taxes and all that stuff. Here's Polabian. We're going to have him fix that right there. He's going to go in there and start working on promoting the Saxon culture instead. Increase county control. Cannot perform the no valid targets for that task yet. And this is integrate title. There are no valid targets for this task. You must hold a kingdom or an empire, so you don't have to worry about him doing that. You can send this guy off to find secrets. Not too worried about doing that right this second. Powerful vassal demands position. We know it's him, but he doesn't have anything good now. Hold on. Tract vassal. I was going to see if I could make him my I can't. I want to see if I can make him my court physician because he's got such good learning skill. But doesn't have it. So declare we can create the Duchy of Anhalt, which is down here because we own all of the counties. Over here on this side, we own enough to create this duchy, and then you have to go after these two from your enemies. But I'm not concerned about that, and especially because it costs so much money to do right now. It's 250 gold. So Lutgard can marry somebody. And the other thing I really want to do, I'm going to let a couple more, I'm going to let like another month go by and see what happens here with my people. Because they'll start to get cranky, and I want to fix the crankiness. Okay, 1st of March, let's see. Your cousin, your bishop, your knight, Ordulf isn't happy, and I can make him happy. I want to pay attention to factions. There's no factions yet. Oh, she already got married in a month? Oh my gosh, she got married in a month. Wow. I didn't have a chance, did I? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a bummer. Well then. There goes that alliance. I was really hoping that would work. It didn't. I got no money. Okay, well. Your acquaintance, Prince Karlman, created the faction to install Duke Ludwig of West Francona onto the Bavarian throne. This is one of those things, if you start with Ludwig, who's over here, this guy, I've played him, you can get on the throne really fast and turn into a king. I kind of have more fun starting with this more modest approach, though. So what I really want to do is to start squeezing some taxes out of things. Ordulf is a knight, and there's my sister. And how is she? She's at +9. She's a title claimant. She has a bunch of titles to claim. And what does she have access to? Stengal. And the thing is, you can't make her, because she's a female, you can't grant it to her, can you? She's a female. Can't do it. Now you could marry her to somebody for an alliance, but yeah, so this is the thing. So what I like to do normally is take these titles, these lands, because there's so much tax stewardship -4, reduced by 10% due to low county control. It says county control is absolute. Levies in the county are changed by +5. Taxes in the county are changed by +10. Monthly increase. Holy site, Cordon. You can grant this to somebody who's a really good steward. And you can do that to also raise their opinion of you. His personal diplomacy is -6? Why? Stewardship. Prowess. Stress gain. Opinion of liege. Dread decay. So, might save these titles to grant to make people happy, though, that I need to make happy. Oh, who is this guy? Hearthgate. Who is he? Chancellor. He's unlanded. Look at him. He's got a really great diplomacy skill. He's got a much better diplomacy skill than Bruno does. Unfortunately, I don't know what we do with Bruno, and he demands a position on the council, and if he doesn't have it, he gets really upset. So, okay, well, since we didn't get the spouses we want, let's look for spouses with alliance power. Now, this is nice. Bavarian. Oh, she's really young, though. She's like 4. The Duchy of Norgandu. Where is that at? It's right there. Oh, yeah, right there. Norgau. See, and that's nice and close to home. He could send troops, but the problem is, of course, the age difference there. I want to start having kids right away. So, I could get the earldom from someone Irish. That's a long way away. You can see where she is. Ingo. It's way over here on the map. So, and that just means a long time for any troops to come help you, which is kind of useless. County of Anjou. Where is that at? Oh, yeah, it's over here. See, this isn't too bad. And she has claims to a bunch of other counties, too. What are the county claims does she have? To there. She has the county of there. You can see them on the map. And she's got one over here, too. Ooh. So she's a potential. One of the other things you can do is also try to seduce one of these princesses. And then kill their husband. And have them run off with you. And that becomes an alliance later. But that's a little hard to do. Alliance power. But this is the thing you can do is spend a lot of time looking at. So, county of province. And she's 33. She's a little old for me. I want to start having kids right away. And she doesn't have very many good kid-making years. On the flip side, she could die sooner. And then you can marry younger and have more kids. That's a possibility. Where's this guy at? Where was she at? Darn it. It wasn't her. It was French. This woman. Where is that located? Oh, what? What did I miss? No, not Swabian. The county of Zurich. No. This woman. No, it wasn't her. I missed it already. Okay, let's go by age. And we'll flip it. Flip it and go find someone who's rough. Oh, see, and these are the other things. You can get these congenital traits, which can be passed on to your kids. The thing is, most of the people who have good congenital traits also don't have any kind of an alliance for you. The county of Anjou, and she's got all of these other ones. I like this. Okay, so Judith. Yeah, I've pinned her. We're gonna hang on to her because she might be a good choice. And then there's a bunch of 16-year-olds in here. And then she's French. The Barony of Clervaux, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's right there? Really? That's where it is? Oh, it's right there. That's really close. And then there's Irish, and this is the other one. Oh, yeah. She's really young, though. Where is this? Oh, it's a big place, though. What is this? County. It's a big county. Okay. And Irish. Swabian. The Swabs are close. What is a Swab? The Swabs are actually pretty close by. Oh, and that's really close. And this is Swabian. County of Brazil, I think, if that was how to pronounce it. Who is his and his liege is my lord, so I wouldn't get any kind of new alliance with that. Italian, Anglo-Saxon. Bavarian. Alright, so let's go back up here to the women who were my age. So we could start having kids right away. Yeah, I like this one because she's got claims too. And if we were able to pray. Oh, and this is the other thing. Like this woman, she's a genius and she's quick. These could mean great bonuses for your kids. These are congenital. Now, there's only a chance that you actually... And monthly lifestyle experience. Wow. Wow. I know I'm really going to need the alliance. Potential alliance. I really need the alliance, but I also... Okay, so here's what you do. I just wanted to take her and pin her. We might have to romance her. With the idea of having a bastard child that we could legitimize. And then he'd get all kinds of great stats. Oh, darn it. Okay. So then we go back. This is why I pinned him. So we go back to Judith. She's got this great... me. So if we do this, she will accept. Yes. All right. You'll be born into my house, Doodlefinger. All right. Let's do that and get an alliance going. Alliance formed with Count Uds, and the Count himself has not very many soldiers, but he's allied to me, and he's got a ton of... Wow. He's got 3 county titles and a bunch of... He's got a duchy. The duchy. He's got a bunch of other counties he can press for, too. Wow. It could be a useful alliance. It's not as good as the King of Western France, but... Wedding celebration, of course, I will collect. It says, with my marriage to Duchess Judith, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. You can let your subjects not care about it, and you gain a bunch of prestige, which can be used for certain things, or I can gain the 75, and I'd much rather have the money right now. And here's the reason why. You're going to have to fight wars eventually. And there's actually going to have to fight wars a lot. And you are never going to be able to raise enough troops to fight even the most meager of wars. You're going to have mercenaries, and you're going to have alliances. And hiring mercenaries costs a ton of money. So the Catholic world was shocked to learn that my steward, Prince Bishop Egbert, was caught in a flagrant delicto with several young servants in his home. The poor aide who discovered them had to avert their eyes while the culprits rushed to grab their clothes and get dressed. While scandals among the clergy are nothing new, it is disquieting for one to occur so close to home. This causes me stress, and I gain some piety, which I can use. Piety, I guess is the correct way to say that. He loses 30 opinion of me. His opinion already is 24. He's my vassal. And I don't defend this character. You spend, and he gains a bunch of opinion of you, or you gain stress. This doesn't give me any stress. Catholicism's fervor decreases by 10, and he loses a level of devotion. I am okay spending those things right now to defend him, and more importantly, to increase my standing in everybody's eyes. Because what I don't want is I don't want a faction to form right away against me. There's my mother. She's got a bunch of unpressed claims. Your cousin, who's a dishonorable conciliator. She doesn't even have a spouse. I need to marry her off to somebody. So how is everybody else? This is the thing. Your bishop and your knight. Ordulf. And he's really good at martial, isn't he? He's a terrible steward, though. He needs a job on the council. He's unlanded, and there's going to be a reason for that, because he's terrible. But he needs this job right here. And what is his? His is, he's stewardship. He's my marshal, my vassal, and a knight. If I take him off the stewardship job, he's probably going to be really displeased. I'm going to wait until he's over 40, and then I'll take him off that job and give it to my knight. Oh, and she can do something, so we're going to change her to manage domain. She gives me a +6 on that, which is great. Patronage, focuses on materials of culture, religion, and education. I don't care about that right now. So there's that. And as I was saying, or I might not have said, yeah, you should always have a sway scheme working. I'm trying to sway King Charles. A lot of good it's going to do. Because they're all married now. Oh, that's just shameful. In a completely different playthrough I did, Princess Ermentrude became my soulmate, but I still couldn't get her to marry me because her religion was different. She went off to somebody else's court and converted, so I could never get her to come my way. All right, let's check this again. He's working on domestic affairs. He's working on this. He's working on my own schemes. He's promoting a culture here, which is good. And he's working on religious relations. Possible side effects, loss of piety, loss of vassal opinion, which are not good. I can have him fabricate a claim on a county, which I want to do. Havelberg right here is a good one to start with. And so is it down here in these places. The problem is when he fabricates those, when he gets done fabricating them, you have to buy them. And it costs a lot of gold to do. So that's why I'm not having him do it right this second. All right. Yudoka, wandering. Yeah, and she's... Oh. Okay, so I was trying to sway the king, but he's not... There's no point now. Because the king of France, because all his daughters are claimed. She will not accept. So if I sway her... Romance. Attempt to romance, gaining prestige, improving their opinion, and possibly becoming soulmates. Or I can seduce her. I want this. Yes, I'm going to try to seduce her. 30%. Start scheme. Start a new personal scheme. Will abandon sway King Charles. Yes. And I need to make sure that, yes, he's trying to assist my personal schemes. Okay. I'm going to try to seduce her because if I can have a couple of... she could have a couple of my bastards. Actually, I wonder if it's easier to sway her first. Oh, she's imprisoned. She's in. How'd she get in prison? What? Send gift. Why is she in prison? Who's her jailer? Vassal. Why did he jail her? Dungeon. No, godless planner. Oh no. Recently tortured. She's lowborn and he threw her in the dungeon. Wow. So that's her jailer. I wonder if I can do anything. I don't think I can. Wow. Keep an eye on her. That's too bad. I wonder if there's... Well, that's the thing. How would I find out now? Without the fine marriage, well, you can do it for your... discount. He doesn't have a wife. If I want to arrange a marriage... Oh, it's only within my court, though. That's too bad. Okay, where's my sister? I know I have a sister. Okay, those are all those people. Where's my sister? An outstanding steward. His stewardship is amazing. I really want to recruit this guy to court, but what's it going to cost? 30 is all? I'm going to recruit him. He's a great steward. And I want to use him in that role that he's really good at. I want his stewardship. So this guy's my steward, and he's got a really good opinion of me. And so if I swap somebody out who's way better at it, he's going to lose 40. He's going to lose 20 opinion, and he'll be fine. I want this guy promoting the culture. It should considerably shorten the amount of time it takes for him to promote this culture now. 3 years left as opposed to the other guy who I'm sure was longer. But let's go back to our court and find our sister. I got cousins that need to be married, cousins that need to be married, my sister. See, I can marry her off to somebody as well for a really good alliance. Now, oh, the Welsh, yeah. Are there any French people? Oh, probably not. Hold on. Having the French, well, or Kingdom of Longridia, he's got young kids. He's got this prince who's 11. If I arrange a marriage between him and my sister, He won't accept it because he's marrying down. His opinion of my sister is -7, and his opinion of me is -4. So I could fix that. He's my liege, isn't he? We're going to sway him. We're going to start a scheme to sway him, but we don't have somebody... We don't have anybody... This guy, he's 13. Do I have a better spy master than him? Nope. Okay. Alright. Well then, we're just going to try that. Oh, military upkeep. Nice. Rest for the weary. Sweaty, tired, and in need of food, a long day of training with the troops is coming to an end. As we search for a place to camp, we spot an old and abandoned castle in the distance. Smiling serenely, I declare, this is where we will make our camp tonight. The sun is setting, and with every step towards the ruin, it looks more ominous. Before long, the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. If we venture inside, we don't know what we'll find. If we stay outside, you gain heightened soldier morale advantage. I've never done the gone inside part, so I'm going to go inside and see what happens. Darkness, dampness, and desolation reign inside the castle, and all traces of life are gone. Peering up decaying stairs, I spot what might be the remnants of lush tapestries and old paintings. Looking down, spiraling steps, I see only darkness reaching far down into the ground underneath the castle. We should search the upper floors. What is this? Outcome, possible outcome, you gain the trait Brave, which is very nice. Likelihood of dying in battle, 100%. That's not good. You lose 20 dread and you gain 40 stress. I don't really need the stress. You might gain a little bit of treasure. Okay, let's do that. You gain 75 treasure. I like that. That's a good outcome. Okay. Alright. So my sister. Let's go back and find her. In fact, there's my mother. I like to do this. I like to pin all the really important people. Cousins, sisters. I'm really bad at remembering names, and especially all these strange names. Hamburg is kind of easy to remember, but a lot of these county names and country names, it's like, wow, really? So, what I like to do is this. Let's find her a spouse. This is one of the things that can take a long time. And there's all the relevance is good. I think it goes roughly by age and potential alliance. The Principality of Gwynedd, which is where? Oh yeah, it's way over here. It's right there. It's Welsh, and it's that whole thing right there. The duchy, right? So it's a duchy like us. It'd be a nice alliance. They're not that far away. They can get across the ocean pretty quickly. They got to go across the countryside first, though. We can also get Italians. This is potential alliance. The most serene Republic of Venice. Problem is, Venice is a long way off. Although, to my sister's credit, she would probably like to be married to somebody in Venice. Let's see. Here's the other thing you can do, too, is take a look and see what their troops are like. He's unlanded, so let's see. Who's the oldest one right there? Son, located in Venezia, unmarried. He has claims to 3 places. His Serene Doge Orso, the ruler, he has a bunch of men. Military strength is similar to ours. I don't think marrying my sister off gives me an automatic alliance. Alliance power. Wow, there's all this. Principality of Gwynedd. So if I married to one of these guys, how old is she? She's 22. So I could marry to her a bunch of Welsh boys. Or a bunch of Italians. And then Croatian, we start to get too far away. Franconan, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Who's this? Son? Is this... what? Oh, it had a different picture. This is, who is this? Count Werner of Klingenberg. What's it look like? He's got 940 troops and he's got a bunch of titles. That's a possibility. Because I like the Franconans. Hildvold. Yeah, and he's got a bunch of claims on titles too, which could help us expand our empire. And how old is he? He's 19? Gregarious. Paranoid. Fickle. Huh. So Hildevold or the Welsh boy. Oh, he's also a good fighter. And he's 17 and he kind of likes me. I don't know. I'm thinking strongly about that French kid. What do you guys think about the French kid? Not Irish. Not Irish. French. Where's the other French one? I scrolled right past it. Okay, let's start from the top again. Scroll. There's a lot to scroll through here. So Irish, Bavarian. This guy. Franconin. So he's got a county. A little further down I saw some more French. He's got a bunch of counties. He's 46. He's an old dude. Kingdom, vassal in the Kingdom of West Francia. He's got the county of Bourbon. And then he's got claims to a bunch of other counties. He's also a very good fighter. County of Orleans. He's young. And another French person. County of Roma, Francoin. Where is that at? Bavaria. Wow. What's his troops like? 755's got a whole bunch of titles. Alright, wow. I wonder how it determines this then. It must be because of his dad. Oh, that's why. Their military strength. And they've got a couple of allies. I see. So I could marry off to this Welsh guy, but they're far away. That's kind of the problem. I don't like how far away they are. But this guy. Yeah. Where is this at? Oh, really? West. Man, it's pretty close. I like that. His troops could get to my place really quick. I like that a lot. Hildevold. He'll accept it. Not matrilineal, of course. That's absurd. But if I marry her off, I can get another alliance. Yes, Count Werner. So now Count Werner and I have an alliance, and I can look and I have two alliances. Count Werner and Count Udis. Alright. And my liege likes me. And I'm swaying against King Lothar. It's probably not going to work. So, Eudokia, she's still in prison? Oh man, come on. Oh. I can't sway her. She's imprisoned. And I can't, like, buy her way out. I wish she would have accepted my, I wish she would have accepted my call to court for a little bit. She'd be great. Oh, and it changed because she got a little older. She's been in prison for a while now. That's kind of a shame. Alright, how are my people doing? Simon is a guest. He doesn't have any good skills, and neither does Oda. She's a guest, and neither one of them have good skills. So, dismiss. Send Oda away from your court. What happens? She loses 30 opinion. I'll let her go away on her own then. My cousins probably can't be used to dishonorable conciliator. What is she? She's a fortune builder. Her stewardship is kind of on the ball. Everybody she knows is dead, and she's got a sibling, your other cousin. Hema. I got these two cousins. Can we marry any of them off? I don't think marrying them off gives me an alliance, though, because they're cousins. They're not sisters. See, I can only marry him. Oh, I can marry him off to somebody. Let's choose alliance power. Ooh, the Irish. Kingdom of Ireland has claims to the following titles. Kingdom of Ireland? Really? How was he not available before? For my sister. Kingdom has claims to the Kingdom of Ireland. Chieftain Flan Sickman. Huh. Can you... He's got 340 knights. I'm not sure I want to marry her off to him, though. See, that's the other thing about an alliance, is you don't want to be responsible for... He has claims. These are just claims. These people don't actually have these titles. I'm not sure any of these people actually have titles if you roll down through here. Yeah, they don't. None of them have titles. So, Pepin Carling... Yeah, he's kind of right there. I'm going to marry her to him. He will accept they're related. It gets her out of my court. And he gets somebody. Yes. Okay, and it didn't create an alliance. I didn't think it would, but I wanted to check and make sure. So, and I have nobody who wants to axe me yet, which is good. My council looks fine. I need... Okay, so the king that I was trying to sway... Oh, Udoka died. Oh, man. Udokia. Dang it. So we're trying to sway this guy, and I'm not sure it's going to work. King Lothair. 33%. Undisciplined recruits. Today I'm observing Prince Bishop Eckbert as he trains some of his new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganized mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to gain control of the situation and clearly push to his limits. While it's never easy to train new soldiers, he seriously needs to do better than this. Teach him what I know about command. You gain 100 martial lifestyle experience. You gain 10 stress because you're humble. He accepts your advice. Martials increased by 3. Is he my martial guy? No. Why is he training people? This guy's supposed to be doing it. Cheer him up. This changes his opinion of me by 20. This also changes his opinion, gains 20 opinion of you. If he refuses to listen, he loses 10 opinion of you. Let's go and see if he becomes better. I pull Prince Bishop Eckbert over to one side while his recruits attempt to continue the training. The key thing with training new soldiers is instilling discipline, I tell him. Without that, you will be unable to depend on them to follow your orders. After I finish, Eckbert thanks me for strolling back onto the field, where he quickly takes control of the situation. Excellent. So his martials increased by 3, and he gained 20 opinion of me. So when he's done, where's Eckbert? Where's Prince Bishop Eckbert? It says he was supposed to be... It's now it's minus 24. It's supposed to go up. It's one of the few times I've seen it not really work the way I think it should. Alright. Jeez. Oh, Queen. Daughter of King Charles. Why is she queen? She queen of where? Oh, this guy. King. Wow. He's the king of where? Alba. So he married her off to there. Alba. Wow. Okay. My spy master had the priest brought forth from the revelation and judgment of grand conspiracy. However, when the priest refused to confess, Count Kobo had absolutely no evidence or support for his accusations. Oh, well, priest must be guilty of something? No. Stop embarrassing me. And I spend some piety, and now I'm in the hole on piety. Great, good job. You guys might want to stop screwing up. King Ludwig is being attacked by Prince Karlman. So this is now the war for Prince Ludwig's claim on the Kingdom of Bavaria. And we're not involved in that, and we don't have to get involved with it unless our liege calls us to get involved. So, since he hasn't. Not endorsed by our bishop. Well, you have been a loyal and devoted subject, and I wish to reward you for your service. He's going to give me a position of Marshal of East. And so this is one of the few times when I've seen my liege give me a position and it actually matches my skill. This is nice. So he's put me on here. This is good. It gives me effects. It gives me more prowess. My army maintenance is less. My levy size is bigger. My martial lifestyle experience goes up by plus 15, which is fantastic. So I'm going to get even more bonuses for that, which is great. So I'm on his council. That's fantastic. My vassal, Count Lothar, has accused my sister. Let's see. He's plus 9. Has accused my sister, Countess Edda, of having an extramarital affair with my vassal, Prince Bishop Eckbert. How could she defile the sanctity of their marriage? This crime shall not go unpunished. Guards. Countess Edda, your sister, loses 30 opinion of you. Her opinion is 9. And all her family loses 15 opinion of you, and you imprison her. As you have it for a reason, no one will think you're a tyrant. These accusations are naught but malice and lies. I lose a level of devotion, but she gains 20 opinion, and Prince Bishop Eckbert gains malice and lies. Your sinful acts come at a cost. Yes, I know. I lose a level of piety. So now level of devotion is sinna. It's going to take me a while to fix that. Count Lothar imprisoned her. Oh, he imprisoned her anyway, so I didn't do it. And then here's my bishop. Poor preaching skills. So his poor preaching skills have, well, cost me a loss of, wow, okay, you stink. Actually, here's what we need to do. Sway King Lothar is almost done. It's going to fail. It's only got a 30% chance to do, but we'll let it go. It's 6 of 10 progress. And then once it fails, we'll try to sway our own bishop. So getting back to here, you can create the Duchy of Anhalt. I'm not going to do that because it costs a lot of money. And I need to increase whose opinion? Oh, yeah. Mayor Matthias Gifhorn. What's he look like? He's a pretty decent steward. They're saying a sway scheme would work on him for sure. All of the people here, except for Prince Bishop Egbert. Listen, I just did you a favor and you hate me even more now. Wants a seat on the council, that's why. He's not going to get one. He doesn't have a good enough... Yeah, I got a way better steward than what he can do. His diplomacy is only as good as Chancellor Bruno's, and Bruno wants a seat on the council as well. So I can't take him off the council until his approval is like, his opinion is like 50. So we're kind of screwed. I can't give you a seat at the table, dude. Count Kobo is my spy master. I don't want to take him off because he'll want a seat. Is he considered a powerful? Yeah, powerful vassals want seats at the table. So Count Kobo, Count Rimmert of Stade is a powerful vassal, and he's my marshal. He's my spy master, and Count Bruno is my other one. Is this so? These three guys right here are what they call powerful vassals. They all require council positions, and so the only one I have left is steward, and dude, you're not good enough, so you just can't have it. So Prince Bishop Egbert, you just can't do it, dude. Because Count Kobo is, did I read that right? Count Rimmert, Count Kobo, yeah, he's a powerful vassal, so you gotta leave him on there. So I got 4 of them and 3 jobs. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 of them and 3 jobs. There's just nothing you can do. Mayor Matthias. So theocracy ones, feudal ones, and republic mayor. What is this? Republic obligation is the same for all republic vassals. So it's a republic. Republic government is an unplayable government. Blah blah blah. So he's just not happy. He's a vassal. He has a title to a city. He'd probably like a little bit more. Mayor Matthias, and he's got pretty good skill. So if we want to give him Stendhal, we could grant that to him. We could say, oh, Wolfar, who are you? Steward of Count Bruno. He's got really nice stewardship skills. He's 34. He's unlanded. I'd like his stewardship skill. Working on things. For instance, Count Bruno's stewardship skill is 10. And in Brunswick it says, oh, well, control, absolute taxes, stewardship -8, reduced to 40% due to being above the domain limit, because he's above his domain limit, and further reduced 10% due to low county control. I don't know why it considers it low county control. It's absolute. I'm not understanding that part yet. Not understanding. My last chance. My mother has decided that her time in Wulp has come to an end. Servants have packed her chest and she has said her farewells. Now with her goes her claim on the county of Pavia. Where is Pavia at? See, she has a bunch of claims and they're really far away. So, here's my mother. She has all these claims. I'm going to try to move this out of the way. She's got all these claims down here. She's got a claim on the Kingdom of Italy? Man, an unpressed claim. Then she's got a claim to all of these, where are these at? she's got a claim to Lip. So if I tell her to stay, I have to press at least one claim in a year for her to stay. Now, she's really nice. She's my mother. Give me 1 year, and I will press your claim. And we're involved in the war for Prince Ludwig's claim, and he's losing. And the Frulen claim on the Kingdom of East Francia. What is that? Who is this? Defenders. King Ludwig, the German of East Francia. And who's his attacker? Duke Ura? Where is he at? Freely. Oh, it's way down there. So that guy... This is one thing, is the A key stops working randomly in this game right now. And you have to use the scroll to move left. It's like being in a car that only turns up, down, right, yeah, forward, back, right, oops, nope, can't turn left. So there's that. He's fighting. He's fighting what? The Kingdom of Wow, dude, you're gonna get squashed. His total attackers are 889 compared to his total soldiers, but he has alliances that he can pull on. Oh, it doesn't say that he does right now. Maybe you should have allied with me, dude. So do I want to keep her and try to press one of her claims in a year? It's the 21st of January. Well, give me a year and I'll try to press one of your claims. Especially this one. She has a claim to here, I think. But who is this? And this is in where? Thuringia? Okay, so here's what you have to check. Duke Thangulf of Thuringia. He's 59. He doesn't have a lot of soldiers. He's allied to Count Hunfred of Zurich. So you want to go check out his soldiers. He can't call his allies to a war when he's already being called as an ally. So his allies don't matter. But he's only allied to Thuringia anyways. And so if we look at him, military strength is inferior to ours because we can call allies. Same thing. So neither one of these guys should be a big deal. And his lord is King Ludwig the German. So I don't think that they'll come calling, if I remember correctly. So this is the county of Gleichenstein, which if you click on it and look at claimants, it'll look at my mother has an unpressed claim there. And the Countess Hedwig, daughter of Duke Thungford. So my house of Bildung, that's not actually my house, it's my mother's house. We can go after this in a year. The barony of the county of Gleichenstein. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, Gleichenstein. But we could go after him. And if we were to declare war on him for her claims, he's got one ally and we have two, and then we can call our allies and get her the contested title. So in a year, we should have enough money to hire mercenaries as well. This could be a very good thing. Let's see if we can get there. We probably won't do it by the end of this episode, but because we're winding up on an hour here. And so what are we? We're a lifestyle choice. We're almost there. On that, we have the scheme to sway King Lothair. The way of the sword. Every now and then you get these nice little things that help boost your chosen discipline, your lifestyle. The endless clash of metal on metal, the chafing of armor, the sting of sweat. It is the dance that is as familiar as it is exhausting. To heft my sword, attack, dodge, defend, and repeat. Maybe it would do me good to practice my skills with another weapon. Me and my trusted sword will not part. You gain the respected expert in your prowess is +2, or at 70% you gain possible, prestige, and you gain 100 martial lifestyle experience. And if you have a 30% chance to gain the wounded trait, which hurts you, and dread loss and natural health, severe penalty. I'm going to try this because, you know what? I'll take the respected expert. I want to do something safe. I don't want to hurt myself. The long sword will do. Powerful vassal demands council position. He's not going to get it. So Count Lothar imprisoned Mathilda Udon, your niece. Oh, really? Why did he imprison my niece? Okay, who does she belong to? Who are her parents? It's her parents? Why did he imprison... This is his own what? That's his sibling? That's his sister? That's his sister. Oh, man, why'd you do that for? Okay. We've got the sway scheme going. We got a lifestyle choice going. This is... I really like this game. I gotta say that. Current figurehead is us. We're working on public works. City planning. Okay, so 409 years. So don't... Your sister Etta died. What? Okay, hold on. Public works, it says 47 years. Quilted armor, 43 years. What would that give us? There's a 45% chance. Era, tribal. Can recruit armored footmen as men-at-arms. Public works effects. Counties now reach the maximum existing development penalty at 20 development. We're not going to get developed. Base progress. Fascination. I would like to change my fascination to quilted armor, please. And now in 23 years, we can get there. That'd be great. Sister Etta died. I married him to Count Lothar, and she died? How'd she die? Executed? On Count Lothar's orders? He executed my sister and imprisoned your sibling. Your niece? It's her daughter. Okay, so he executed her and imprisoned the daughter. She out of wedlock? Why did he do that? Count Lothar, you're not astute intellectual. You're not winning any friends here, buddy. Okay, that's a member of your family and dynasty. Wow. That's bad. You gain 20 stress. Yeah. And we get a new martial perk finally. Okay, so cast ability cost is minus 50%. Okay, so this is the natural dread one. Increased control in the counter progress gain plus 20%. Controlled territory defender. Enduring hardships fort level. Hard rule. I don't care about this, but you have to take it. Mercenary higher cost minus 30%. Wow. Geez. Okay. You probably are only going to get down 2 of these trees in your lifetime. You kind of have to figure out what it's going to be. Reduces the risk of commanding armies. The courtship thing is nice. And the knight effectiveness. Friendly fatal casualties minus 20% more knights. But I don't think this is fine for courting people. I don't think anything in here is so bad except for never back down, which is nice. This, on the other hand, army maintenance minus 15%, friendly territory levy reinforcement rate plus 100%. That's huge. Fort, enemy occupations do not lower control. A man's home controlled. These are all good. Increased control in the county. Serve the crown. Control growth. And then over here, these are all good for fighting. These are all great. Wow. All of these are really good. And you get the strategist perk, which gives you plus 1 diplomacy and plus 3 to martial. And enemy fatal casualties go to plus 25%. For overseer, you gain martial plus 2, stewardship plus 2, and growth factor plus 50% from control growth. Wow. I'm going to do this then. I want control in my counties because that gives me taxes, and taxes are huge. You need money in this game. I mean, you have to have it. So my sister, I married her off to one of my vassals, and he killed her. I'm not impressed by that there. Your brother-in-law, vassal, and knight. I'm going to keep an eye on you. Count Lothar. Well, here we are. How's that? Crusader Kings 3. I cut my teeth on Civ 2 in 4X gaming. That's how I learned to play 4X games. That was my first introduction to it, and I ended up loving Civ 2. Every subsequent version of Civilization seemed to be less good. And I got to where I got to Civ 5, and I tried to play it, and I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. So I've been looking for a Civilization-style game since then, and I haven't really found one. And I turned to the space games because the space 4X games have been wonderful. Galactic Civilizations 3 was awesome for a long time until Stardock ruined it. Stellaris just continues to get better, in my opinion, and I love it. Spend a lot of time in it. I really am enjoying Endless Space 2. I just haven't got very far into it. But I haven't had a Earth-based 4X game, and this one deals with so many of the things that I don't particularly find entertaining in games. Relationships, marriage, counties, titles, court intrigue, and yet in this game I enjoy it all. So I have to give major kudos to Paradox for building this game. They have turned something that I'm not normally entertained by into something really entertaining. Okay, I'm going to have to press my mother's claim here in a couple of days. So we're going to stop the episode here. Folks, thanks for watching. As always, if you dig the episode, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you have a question or comment, drop it down below. Try to remember to use timestamps for anything that you're commenting on, especially in a game like this where I've not played it before, and I'm certain a whole bunch of my viewers are going to know so much more about this game than I do. So I really do look forward to your feedback. And as always, if you want to see more videos like this, support my Patreon. It's in the description below. I'm going to try to do more Patreon-specific stuff in the coming year. That's going to be the goal for next year, is to really make you Patreons feel special. So thank you so much for supporting the channel that way, though, and I will see you all next time. Appreciate it. Colors Fade. Out.